Hello, what's up, everybody? Good evening. Made it to Tallahassee. Have a new update for y'all. Let's show you here in a second. Very calm here on the east side of Tallahassee. Extremely calm. However, we got a line of storms brewing, and we got a new tornado watch here. Let me show you. Coming. I believe it's right here. Let me open it into a new image. All right, go to the screen and voila. Okay. Nope, that's not the one. Wrong one. Let's see here. We just got a new mesoscale discussion talking about a new tornado watch coming to where I am at here in upper Gulf, lower upper Gulf, something like that. All right, so let's pull up the new mesoscale discussion. I'll need to post that here in a second. But anyway, sun just went down. Obviously, if you're keeping up with weather, there's been a ton of tornadoes, a lot of violent tornadoes. We had, unfortunately, a lot of deaths. Pretty significant outbreak ongoing currently. And let's see, where's the message scale? Let's see here. I don't know where their page is down. That ain't doing good. All right, let's go to X here. There it is. That's the new one. All right. So downstream tornado watch issued soon. That obviously includes lower, well, actually not lower anything. Half of Alabama into Georgia and Florida Panhandle, including Pensacola, Panama City, Crestview. And they are saying peak intensity probabilities are possible 140 to 170. I don't know. Let's hope not. Um, but 95% chance. So we're going to get a tornado watch for that area right there coming soon, which will put us into the night. Uh, they're saying 140 to 170 mile an hour most possible peak intensity based on the upper level jet. So that's kind of where we're heading. We're gonna head on the other side of Tallahassee. There's a big line brewing. I've been showing a bunch of graphics about that. So let me post this real quick. I'm just gonna put new watch. I don't even want to put on there the 140, 170. But you can read it. Just had a loves. Hey, this is the intersection that when we were chasing Helene, that I believe I cut north to Monticello. The trees were down, so I ended up going back on Interstate 10 to head one way. Hell, I don't even know now. But there's a lot of trees down. But we pulled into that Love's. Okay, new tornado watch coming tonight. Coming soon tonight. So if you haven't heard of No Other Radio is down, did they get it fixed? That's big news, man. They were worried about this NOAA weather radio down. So we don't have any Tallahassee radio. That means my little radio on my dash is pointless. So that means you have to figure out another way. I don't know. TV, probably TV is your best bet. Keep it on your local meteorologist for sure. They'll be updating you 24/7, hopefully, on any severe weather. New tornado watch comes soon tonight. I'm here in the area. This is going to be a short little live. There's really nothing going on. I just want to say hello. Made it up here. Had Emily's softball games. She was in Winter Haven today, Polk County. Beautiful. Got to watch 2 games. She pitched a really good game. I was really happy I got to see her and took off and went north and get to do a little storm chasing now. And best of both worlds. Me and my truck. It's my second home and watching Emily play ball. So I'll be home tomorrow for the girls. I told little Sarah we'd go to Chili's tomorrow night. So got all kinds of kids to make happy. But it was fun watching them play. They almost won the first game. Came down to extra innings and they lost by 1. Bummer. I got a new side camera, by the way. Check this out. You can like having problems with the sound on it, but the camera there, little side cam. Ooh, what's that? Oh, black box. I want that. There we go. That'll be a good fixed camera. The sound should work. I don't know what the hell. I'm gonna reboot the computer now that we're driving after I sign off. Should have a microphone on the side. That way I can get some outside sound. So we got a new tornado watch coming that includes more areas to the east. That will include overnight hours, probably until I would guess at least 2 a.m. maybe. I don't know. We'll see. It'll probably continue on eastward into the morning hours. Been watching a really tricky little squall line setting up in the daylight hours. Let me show you here real quick. I talk a lot about Florida because I live here, and there's a million other people doing Mississippi and Alabama and Georgia right now, and I can't cover all weather. But since we have weather coming to Florida, that's kind of what I'm going to do. There's really nobody talking about Florida. It's the forgotten um, part of this storm day, I think. Hopefully, nothing happens. But we got to talk about all possibilities, right? It's a little concerning when they say 140 to 170 mile an hour peak intensity. That's means that it could be a pretty strong tornado if they were to get everything else lined up to perfect. Tornadoes are just such a random act of weather that is so hard to predict. You have the screaming jet above you. You have a lot of warmth out there. I got my. I wonder if the thing shows dew point. Well, it won't really matter inside my truck. Oh, actually, I can. What does it say in the back? Am I getting a reading on my? I don't know if I'm getting a reading or not. Let me see here. I think I'm getting a reading. Let's see here. I'm gonna pull it up full screen. I should have about 77 degrees out there. Oh, look at that. I'm not getting anything. Well, I'm glad I looked. So let's get radar scope. Weather station data. Whoa, what the hell that is? I don't know. All right, so let's see. Let me get my weather station data to refresh. And glad I looked. We have nothing. All right, well, let's go turn off radar scope. Let's turn off the screen. let me go out there and see. We go out there and reset the weather station. Might as well. Man, your weather stem's been pretty good to me. All right, let's see. Oh, it just came back on. Look at that, 78 degrees. All right, so we got good. We got weather station data. 110, 10, 11 pressure. All right, we'll drive a few minutes. I need to get over there to another hour or so on the other side of Tallahassee. Let me close some windows here. I think it all looks good. Let me go back to X here to see if we got any discussion. I don't think. Storm chase. All right. Well. All right. So we do have a tornado watch coming for where I'm at, which includes the obviously I've been talking a lot about the Florida Panhandle, so looking likely we have a tornado watch coming. Now I posted a lot of those graphics earlier, but I got confused a little bit, but um, wasn't meant to confuse anybody. But basically, you're looking at your STP, your significant tornado parameters. You're looking at helicity. You're looking at. Oh, I was watching the Gulf and the Turn right onto Southeast Bandon Street, then turn left onto Florida. Oh, just flow up out of the Gulf. You got your 850 jet stream. You're looking at you know, instability, isolated supercells, and that all, and then all kind of adds up, and the supercell composite kind of puts it all together for you, and there you go. So they're still expecting some energy popping up, and I'm starting to see some isolated cells now popping up out of the Gulf into like Pensacola area. So those are the ones that we're gonna have to watch. The little isolated cells. I remember covering the tornado here in Panama City a year or so back. Remember when we had that EF2 or 3 that came in off of the water? Um, it was supercell that we were tracking on radar scope, and yeah. So I'll be streaming live. I'll be recording live. I'll be checking out all my new bells and whistles. Hopefully, we got our stream going good. I got a really good test here going on my new broadband network. Side window is not showing anything because it's dark. uh, so, well, turn off the back cam and I'll show my face from the last time. There's my face. All right, so we're on Interstate 10. We are, I don't know, like maybe 30 miles east of Tallahassee. Beautiful skies here. Not a cloud in the sky, but man, we got a lot of storms brewing, expected to impact this area here at Tallahassee. Maybe, I don't know, maybe 1, 2 in the morning. These isolated cells are starting to reach the other side of the state line now. Main line's going to probably be there around midnight-ish into the state. Here, we're talking primarily Florida. That's where I'm at. And like I said, they're going to have a new tornado watch up, and they're showing possibility of some strong tornadoes still. That will include a large part of Alabama, the eastern part of Alabama, up into parts of Georgia. So this line is continuing. It's strong. I suspect we'll have tornado watches all the way through daybreak as this thing goes eastward, especially into that Big Bend area on the other side of Tallahassee. So, hopefully it's a bust. Tornado forecasts are really hard to predict. A lot of times these things don't pan out. Sometimes we get a marginal one risk tornado like we did in Florida last week with an EF2. I mean, it's all you can do is talk about the possibilities. Not everybody's going to get one. Obviously, this is not like a hurricane where we know a large, broad area is going to be affected. Tornadoes are very isolated, and a lot of hype goes into these storms. And everybody gets amped up thinking they're going to get something. They don't get anything. They think it's a bust, but there's been a lot of damages already. I've been watching, flipping between Weather Channel and Fox every time I stop and check things out. A lot of drone videos are out there. My buddy Brandon Clement took a couple pretty gut wrenching videos of some damages. Tornado yesterday, and I think one today even. So, but here's our little stretch of highway during Helene. All this was impassable during Helene. We had trees everywhere. All this area was impassable. There's hundreds of pine trees down during Helene when we crossed up through the state. If you were watching us, we were helping chainsaw the roadway. They were using my spotlights on my truck as a spotlight so they could cut the trees. So I was talking to my friends at FDEM, Florida Division of Emergency Management. They are all in tonight in case we have any sort of severe weather. They got their resources in place. They're ready in case we get any severe weather. Like I said, it seems like the big folks, like we see with hurricanes, obviously Mississippi, Alabama was the 5 out of 5 pink risk there. That's where everybody was focused on. Like a landfalling hurricane, everybody's focused on that landfall, but they don't really look out beyond the landfall. And I feel like very little discussion has been on Florida, and I'm glad I could at least be up there and cover it, being that it's my home state. And it's about as far as I wanted to drive in the old storm chaser too, by the way. It's a long ride. I've been on the road 5 hours. I left the softball game around 5 o'clock. And here we are about 9 o'clock. So it's gonna be a long night. But we're gonna be getting a tornado watch here soon. If you're just tuning in and you rely on NOAA weather radio, the Tallahassee radio went down this afternoon. I don't know if there's an update, but they were very concerned about it. They sent out messages, tweets. I think they've sent out a phone alert to some people to let them know that the NOAA weather radio is down. So if you rely on that for tornado warnings, then you need to figure out a different way tonight, an alternative source. My opinion, I guess, or my recommendation would be, of course, your local TV stations that you listen to frequently. They more than likely be on 24/7 during this, and they will be updating you, as things happen. Um, it's tough. There won't be any loud. Oh man, I want to get cut off here, man. Ah, sure. But as you probably are well aware, we have tornadoes ongoing just nonstop. We have 2 or 3 right just south of, or might be right over Birmingham right now. Actually, it looks like Birmingham possibly. Atlanta's getting some serious storms all the way up through Knoxville. This line is pretty strong. This is going to continue through the night into tomorrow. I suspect we're going to have some sneaky squall lines to Big Bend towards the East Coast tomorrow, midday. I think around Tampa Bay around 3, 4 o'clock. Across the I-4 corridor there, diagonals, and we're going to see some sneaky storms. I'm telling you, it's going to be 87 to 88 degrees tomorrow in the Florida Peninsula, and we had that today. A lot of heat in the atmosphere. You're gonna have a lot of cold air aloft up above from this big front. You're gonna have a lot of heat on the ground. That's usually gonna cause a lot of convection and storms. So I would think that we're gonna have a little bit of folks caught off guard tomorrow as the squall line makes it at least to maybe like Fort Myers area later 6 o'clock maybe Fort Myers. Uh, it's gonna definitely start slow to weaken. The East Coast, it should be pretty much done by dusk tomorrow, and a little bit's going to linger into Monday morning down in South Florida as it kind of stalls out a little bit. So again, the timing of this thing is nearing Mobile right now, and I'm in Tallahassee. I'm going to drive about an hour or so outside of Tallahassee and kind of meet it halfway in the middle of Pensacola there. It looks like a big chunk of Panhandle will be under a tornado watch here soon. Everybody's phones are going to be going off, as they do. And gonna hunker down, pay attention to the old weather tonight. So I think we will see storms in the morning, um, in the daybreak hours. I think it's going to be on the other side of Tallahassee, though, on the east side. But again, it looks like once that daybreak comes, we're going to see a little bit of pop, but it just keeps showing up, a little bit more energy around Tallahassee eastward. It's weird, but I just keep seeing possibility of things getting a little strong in the morning hours as this thing sets up. A lot of that might just be the energy coming in off of the Gulf, feeding off of the waters there, possibly. You got that big warm loop current smack dab in the middle of the Gulf. It's going to be fueling the storms here now and towards most of the peninsula or panhandle. So I don't know when I'll be back on. Maybe another hour or so. Just wanted to give you an update that I am here. I am driving. I don't know where I'll end up. I just know that we got tornado watches fixing to get posted where we're at, so it is going to be something to watch closely through the night. That's about it. Hopefully, it's a bust, right? But nighttime tornadoes are never fun. But looking at some of this damages coming in, they did confirm one EF3 plus Mississippi. I believe that was Mississippi. Cool. All right. Well, tune in. You can find me on Facebook, X, and YouTube. I'm streaming live on those three platforms, so you can kind of keep there. Let you know when I'm back on again. Things get a little more serious. I'll probably post an actual static post on the pages. Oof, man, yeah. Smells skunk. Holy cow! Man, when's the last time you smelled a skunk? Jeez, it's been a long time for me. Oof, man, I think that's a skunk. There's something burning in my truck. But no, I don't think so. All right, cool. We'll tune in a little bit later, all right? If you're in that upper panhandle northward, pay attention. We got more tornado watches coming this evening and likely through the night. I have a feeling we'll see tornado watches probably last all night as this thing goes eastward. They haven't posted it yet, so. All right, see you soon.